welcome to legitimately the best day of my life so far. As I'm sure you can guess, today is the day we are embarking on a 24-hour Harry Potter readathon. Got the Slytherin representation because representation matters. It is just after 11:30. The readathon is starting at 12 New Zealand time, so I need to get all organised. I've had a really nice slow morning, like prepping, just easing into things. I got ready, I had a nice hearty breakfast to keep me going for as long as possible. I've been talking to Chloe and Jaime, we're so excited. I thought I would just chat through a couple of things before we get into it. My goal is to read the 4th and 5th books in the Harry Potter series. I recently reread the first 3 books and it is just such a fun experience. I haven't reread them in years, so it's awesome to revisit them, like Chamber of Secrets especially. I just love that book so much and I'm quite familiar with that one. I think I've read it more than some of the others, so rereading then Prisoner of Azkaban was so great. I didn't remember as much as that one and it is objectively just so great. Same as the movie, they're just objectively like really strong in the series as a whole. Another really fun thing about rereading them is that this is my first time annotating the books. I am not necessarily writing things, but I am underlining and tabbing. Maybe I'll talk you through how I'm going to be annotating. That could be good to know. Materials, BTS bookmark. We love to see it. Here is my annotation pencil case. I got it when I was in Korea a couple of years ago. Pink post-its, the classic Daiso tabs, thebomb.com. My system, I suppose, is pretty similar to other people who use all of the colours. I go through pink and the light purple the quickest because I'm far more inclined to annotate things I like than things I hate, so I'm not going to spend heaps of time like tabbing things orange if that's what makes me angry, you know? I'd rather just take the positive and roll with it. For Harry Potter books, what I've done is pink, moments I love, orange, moments that make me angry. Thus far it's basically just every scene with Snape. Yellow is just kind of like a general one for me. If it's something I want to tab or maybe I want to remember, or maybe it's foreshadowing for the rest of the series. It's something that I want to mark, but I don't necessarily feel it fits into any of these categories. I'll just use yellow. Green is for funny. Blue is for makes me sad. Dark purple, I've decided, is for Voldemort. Whenever anybody talks about him, or he's in a scene, or whatever it may be, Voldemort's getting that dark purple. Lighter purple is for like nice writing, so beautiful lines or things that just really stand out to me. I just have the Stabilo .88 Fine 04, and then I also have a Muji pen in here because my blue ran out of the Stabilo, but this is really good too. I will hopefully be talking to the girls a lot. We can do like some FaceTimes and we're gonna go live at some point too, like after the first couple of hours. I'm excited! Especially because I'm up to Goblet of Fire, and you know what that means. Homeboys rising from the dead. Oh, that font's smaller than Prisoner of Azkaban. Goblet of Fire is 617 pages. Order of the Phoenix is 800 pages exactly. Let's do some quick math. 1,417 pages. See ya? The first chapter being the Riddle House is literally sexy. Oh, actually that's a good thing to get out of the way. This will obviously have spoilers in it for the Harry Potter books and by extension the entire Harry Potter series, so do proceed with caution if you do not want to be spoiled for that. I'm going to be hopefully checking in a lot, talking to you about my thoughts and feelings. I hope you like opinions, and problematic ones.
Spoken like a true politician.
My green jumper for when it gets cold. It's kind of sunny at the moment, but there have been some sun showers, which is so ideal. I really hope it rains today. I would love like a blustery, cozy day inside reading Harry Potter. Let's watch the clock tick until we hit 12. First of all, this is the best book of all time. I had literally forgotten how incredible Goblet of Fire is. The atmosphere they build in the first chapter, just on the first page, is insane. How amazing is this line? The story had been picked over so many times and had been embroidered in so many places that nobody was quite sure what the truth was anymore. We've got so much Voldemort content already. Can I just say, he is literally a comedian. When Peter Pettigrew's trying to like talk him out of using Harry for the plan, Voldemort's like, literally, shut up, I hate you. And then he's like, my faithful servant will return soon. And Wormtail's like, I am a faithful servant. And Voldemort literally says, Wormtail, I need somebody with brains and somebody whose loyalty has never wavered, and you unfortunately fulfill neither requirement. Burn. It is about 10 minutes to 2 and we're actually going to go live on Chloe's channel at 2 o'clock, so I've just set myself up for that. I am up to page 123, so we've just had the Quidditch World Cup and the Conjuring of the Dark Mark. Gosh, there's just so much in this book. It's cool to be seeing Winky. What a little sweetheart. Love her so much. And obviously Ludo Bagman, an absolute legend. He's so funny. Feeling in the zone. I'll show you my little setup. Sorry, I'm blind. Hi everybody, it is a bit later now. The time is 6:15. We did the live show on Chloe's channel. It was so much fun. I'll leave it linked below. We ended up going for like about 2 hours, maybe even slightly more, and we didn't do heaps of reading in that time. It was so fun to talk about Harry Potter, chat to everybody who was watching, but it did make us all kind of be like, okay, we need to really buckle down now and get this reading done if we want to actually achieve our reading goals. I quickly had some lunch after that, and then I've kept on with Goblet of Fire. So I'm currently on page 325. I've hit the halfway mark. I am definitely behind in terms of what I want to try and get done, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish Goblet of Fire by like 10 o'clock and hopefully FaceTime with Chloe and Jaime again and we can give each other like a good push. Loving this book. It's so funny. I'm so excited to get closer and closer to the end because we know what's coming at the end. King Voldemort rising again. Hello everybody, checking in to say this book frickin' slaps, even if my eyes are like really hurting. I did want to really like stay up and like really try read all of Order of the Phoenix as well, but I just don't know how that's gonna happen at this point. I'm up to page 535 and we know what that means. We're up to Voldemort in the graveyard. God, that's such a good scene. It might be my favourite scene or sequence in all of the movies, to be honest. Also, while I have you, I couldn't not do a shout out to my girl Bellatrix sitting on the prisoner's chair as if it were a throne, and of course We alone were faithful. We alone tried to find him. It's honestly one of the most iconic moments in the entire series for me. I just see this image so vividly, and rip that we don't have it in the movie. But yeah, Bellatrix, incredible. Love your work, sweetie. So we've had the graveyard scene. It was just as iconic as ever. I've only got a couple more chapters now, and I'm on page 582. And oh my god, how cute is this? My mum just came upstairs and she brought me up a piece of cake and some water. So sweet. I'm gonna eat my cake, finish up Goblet of Fire, and probably bail on starting Order of the Phoenix tonight because I am insanely tired right now. But tomorrow I'll read as much of Order of the Phoenix as I can. Okay, so I still haven't finished, but there's something we really need to address. That is when they are in Dumbledore's office after everything has happened and they've come back and they've heard Barty Crouch Jr.'s confession and all that. And Harry is recounting everything that happened in the graveyard, and talking about how
I can touch you now.
because the protection that Lily put upon Harry now runs within Voldemort because Voldemort used his blood to be resurrected. When he says that Voldemort can touch him now, Dumbledore literally says, oh, he doesn't say anything. It says, for a fleeting instant, Harry thought he saw a gleam of something like triumph in Dumbledore's eyes. What the actual heck is that? Dumbledore is really evil. And like a horrible person, for which I think you can make the argument, whether or not he's evil, that he's quite horrible in how he treats Harry throughout all these years, how he kind of does nothing that won't just further cement and reaffirm himself as like perfect and someone who Harry thinks is really there for him and has his best interests, and I'm just not convinced of that. He's really manipulative and high-key abusive because he just let Harry be abused for however many years. What possible explanation is there for the line, for a fleeting instant, Harry thought he saw a gleam of something like triumph in Dumbledore's eyes, after he told him that Voldemort can now touch him and has come back? What is up, Albus? What's the vibe? Okay, I'm gonna continue now, but that is just gonna send me spiraling for like months. And it's done. Finished it. Loved it. 5 stars. I definitely won't be doing Order of the Phoenix tonight. Final thoughts are, God, I love Sirius. I love McGonagall. Dumbledore sucks. And that's pretty much it. Though I do love one of the things Dumbledore says when speaking to the school about Cedric. He says, remember Cedric, remember if the time should come when you have to make a choice between what is right and what is easy. Remember what happened to a boy who was good and kind and brave because he strayed across the path of Lord Voldemort. Remember Cedric Diggory. Loki always makes me cry. Also, every Sirius and Harry interaction just makes me want to cry. I swear I annotate all of them blue because they just upset me so much knowing that everything they talk about and promise each other will never come to fruition. Right, on to the next. I will catch up with you in the morning. Almost 10:30. I woke up at around 8 and I started reading Order of the Phoenix, and I've just taken a quick break to have some breakfast. I hit page 111. I'm hoping I might be able to get up to page 200 before the readathon ends at 12. But no matter what happens, I'm really proud of how I did. Reading all of Goblet of Fire yesterday was an experience. It definitely took an emotional toll. Gosh, that's a great book. I really loved it. 5 stars, obviously. I know I talk a lot of shit about how like Voldemort's awesome and that like Tom Riddle should be my boyfriend, but frick me, man, he is scary, eh? He is a scary villain. The entire graveyard sequence in Goblet of Fire is terrifying. When he summons the Death Eaters and they all start groveling at his feet, calling him master and kissing the hem of his robes, like, it really kind of puts things in perspective. Finished that I think at like 11ish, and then went on FaceTime with Chloe and Jaime to check in with them, and we ended up talking for so long, even though I was like on the verge of sleep the whole time. But obviously lovely talking to the girls. They had both made really good progress as well, so now we're all reading Order of the Phoenix. Yeah, got to bed at like 1:30ish, but I've got coffee, so thoughts and prayers please. And we're done. Low-key want to crawl into bed right now. Done! I'm so happy I achieved my goal of hitting the 200 page mark of Order of the Phoenix before the readathon ended. So I ended up getting to page 209, I think. So I'm up to the bit where they're back at Hogwarts. Harry had his hearing and thank goodness it was okay, but Dumbledore's being an absolute little bitch. And it was actually just the scene where Seamus talks about how his mother didn't want him to return to Hogwarts because she thinks that Harry and Dumbledore are lying about Voldemort's return. Ron does the whole I believe Harry. Does anyone else have a problem with Harry? Like, I'm ready to fight you vibe. Amazing. I love that voice so much. I love Harry. I just love all the good people so much. We had Luna Lovegood's chapter. That was really fun. What a good time. I'm really feeling it. I'm totally in the Harry Potter mood, even though my eyes really hurt. Might have to divert that mood to the movies because I really kind of feel like watching the Order of the Phoenix movie. I will sit you down and do a proper wrap up. So we're at the finish line. I'm so happy. Maybe I'll put my beanie back on just for fun, you know. To wrap things up, in my 24-hour readathon with Chloe and Jaime, I read Goblet of Fire and then I read about 210 pages of Order of the Phoenix. Rereading Goblet of Fire was awesome. I know that I really liked this book and I didn't need to reread it to know that it's one of my favourite in the series, but oh my gosh, it really is so good. I'm having a really good time starting out Order of the Phoenix. Getting mathematical, I totaled it and I read a total of 826 pages, which I'm pretty happy about. I'll be interested to see whether Order of the Phoenix ends up being 5 stars. I don't know how soon I'm going to finish it, but stay tuned on Goodreads, I guess, to find out. Final thoughts would be, anybody who says that Ron is like shitty in Goblet of Fire, I was expecting to reread this and be really bothered by it and be kind of overwhelmed by how prevalent it is, and like, sorry, but it's not. It's really not. Can we give Ron a frickin' break, please? Like, Hermione gets it. Hermione explains to Harry that for his whole life, both in his family life and his school life, he's overshadowed. He's always in the background, and that's a really difficult thing to deal with, especially when you're 14. So let's give him a break, please. Love their friendship. I love the Golden Trio. They are amazing. So that's the Harry Potter 24-hour readathon done. Also, Chloe just hit 50k, which is insane and like the most beautifully timed thing ever. Thank you for joining us on our Harry Potter journey. I will link Jaime and Chloe's blogs for their readathon below, and I hope to see you in something else very soon. Bye!